Hello everyone, I'm Esraf, and I'm here with another 1v1 StarCraft 2 ladder replay that I found on one of the replay websites, and it's going to be between Infinity 7's Echo, I don't know how to actually say his name. I'm going to call him Jecho, just because that's probably close, versus a fan favorite, EGDemuslim, right here, our Red Zerg player. As I actually hit play, so we can actually watch this game and not, listen to me just ravel about their names before I even start it, and we don't have to watch the standard part of this. But Infinity 7's Jecho versus here is our Red Zerg player. I'll zoom in and be all fantastic and turn sideways because that's cool and whatnot. Versus in the bottom right position, a very well-known player, EGDemuslim, who is more so famous with me because he is the player that one of the two players that got to kick my face in at IPL 4. I played him round 1 of the losers bracket after I lost to Lizard, and everybody thought I was a VPV rough, which was funny. So you can probably watch my blog about that in one of the other videos in my channel. But yes, this is EGDemuslim. Really nice guy. I'm sad I had to play him in losers bracket round 1 because that means he lost. In his first game, which was against a Plotus player, Mook, I believe, which was just sad and depressing because Demuslim was really angry about that game. I was there firsthand, and I feel you, bro. I don't like Plotus players either. Ooh, some interesting play going down here from Demuslim, throwing down a barracks on the low ground. Makarax. I'm assuming that he did see that Overlord. I assume he did when he went out. He's gonna go over there. Yeah, he's gonna double Rex. 2x. This is actually a fairly long replay, so not like my last one where it was like, oh yeah, it's just gonna be a whole bunch of cheese. This one's actually a really long replay, I give you that. So hopefully this isn't just a cheese into like AFK for like 10 years type of game. So this is probably a North American ladder game, I'm assuming. I don't know who uploaded, probably EGDemuslim, but we'll see. 15 hatch going down for EGDemuslim. I'm assuming a pool should be coming down here shortly. We will see. He's looks like he wants to squeeze a couple more drones out, so he goes for a 16 pool to follow that up, or was it a 17? I'm going to say it was a 16 because that came up afterwards. But this 2-rack should do a lot of damage. But I'm assuming EGDemuslim is smart enough to see that there is no gas from Demuslim, so there's got to be something, and the proxy racks, one of them, has been scouted in the middle of the map, so EGDemuslim is probably, he's pulling drones back to get ready for this. Scouting SCV, still walking around. Overlord there to spot for when it shows up, trying to do a little drone pulling to stop this SCV from making any sort of bunker or whatnot. 3 Marines already on the field. 4 Mr. Muslim. SCV love going on right there, repairing one another. He did transfer all the drones down already. 4 Lings in production is not going to be enough to hold off a 2-racks, especially since it's a proxy 2-racks. This is going to be interesting. It looks like we got some good drone control here. Going to try and deny the bunkers from getting up. 1 SCV goes down, and 2 SCVs goes down. 2 more SCVs do show up. 8 Lings on the way now. He's pulling everything. Wow. I guess this is what you have to do at this point. Those Lings are going to be able, Lings and drone clean up the SCVs. Demuslim is way ahead from doing this push though. He's still pressuring in with it, but he has enough Marines to just shoot people in the face. First thing that goes down is a creep tumor. Lings running out, getting for the surround. Good surround by EGDemuslim. Gonna clear up most of that, but oh man, I don't like EGDemuslim's position. It's 16 supply to 21, and there's 5 Marines out right now with 2 more on the way constantly. Pulling that queen back with 2 health left to save it. Main's not mining. Let's check the drone count. It is 9 drones, the 13 SCVs, and there are 6 Marines to 6 Lings. That's not a good thing when your Lings equal the amount of Marines. He's now droning though, which is cute, I guess. It's the only way to really say that is cute, because that's almost suicidal. I mean, he's way behind as it is, but let's see. He's got some good control here. Demuslim actually getting cleaned up. Not stutter stepping to his fullest ability, and he literally let 6 Lings clear up 6 Marines. That's not good for Demuslim, so that's going to make this game actually continue. And I thought it was suicidal the drone, but I guess Jekko just knew he had it and just went out with the control and just ran out there. The creep tumor was probably the best idea he had so far. Nice force field. Oh, he used the tower there. I was like, what? That was funny. Double expanding behind this from the Muslim, looking like, oh, how do you? It's hard to click them. That's funny. Making fun of Protoss players makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. It's actually cute and awesome at the same time. Barracks going in for the scout here. His other axe is still producing Marines. That second command center is done. Double gas is now down. I'm wondering if we're going to see mech here from the Muslim, but we're not really sure. Unit counting station shows us at 27 drones to 18 SCVs. Like I said, I'm actually really surprised that Jekko was able to hold that off with 6 lings. I thought he was just going to get crushed. Jekko obviously just his good creep spread is solid as all get out, so I applaud that. Moving in his barracks in there, and the creep spread. I'm gonna say that's what helped him there, more so than anything else, because it just seemed odds so not in his favor of that. But hey, I'm not really sure, but it was an impressive hold. I don't know if it was just mainly miscontrol on the Muslim's part or that creep tumor and the surround by Jekko was just so awesome. It was nice either way. He did a good job, and I thought he was completely done for, but he wasn't. And the Muslim is going to go mech. I'm so excited. Mech is awesome. My mech in TVZ is absolutely horrendous, so hopefully I mean, the Muslim beat ST with his mech, so we'll see. Mech's far known for being easier, but it's also just I can't do it. I'm just bad at mech. I'm throwing that out there right now. So it's cool to be able to actually watch mech happen. So droning up like a madman over here by Jekko, going for a nice little wall off here. Check his vision real quick to see if he knows about the meching. And he only knows about one of the command centers, which is now landed down there. The other one is up here, which is going to help the Muslim recover from his such aggressive playstyle earlier on. Floating over that barracks until it finally dies in a blast of glory. It actually exploded all the way over here, which is cool. You don't actually get to see that happen too much. But that floating of that barracks probably signals that mech is happening to Mr. Jekko. His 305 mineral hatchery is about to go on because he forgot to return his minerals there, which is funny. Creep spread still going strong for him. Third base down, still pumping out the drones as I hit the wrong button. Spore crawler going down for a just in case there's a banshee in my face here shortly. Speed finally coming out for the lings. 1-1 coming out for the lings. Seeing what we got going on here. Just Hellion production so far from Mr. EGDemuslim. Hellion's looking to try and clear up some creep, but there's not really anything there. I believe he did poke up in there to see the spine crawlers. He did. He knows. I mean, he kind of already knew about them because he scouted it with the barracks. But we'll see. Jekko's got his overlords all in a corner over there. Probably a good idea because lots of Terrans like to make a single one. Yes, one Viking and kill like 10 overlords that are all just floating around everywhere, which is super awesome. Let's see how the surround over here goes. Those Hellions are on creep, and the Muslim wasn't paying attention. Bye-bye, Hellions. That was painful. That was actually really painful. Lair going down. Macro hatch is done. Third base is about to finish. Blue flame is now finishing for the Muslim. Extra tech lab going down. Double armory, which I like from this mech style. Everything looks pretty standard. 2 more factories going. He's going up to 5 factories, really? That just doesn't seem like I never see this many factories. He just lost one right there, so he's at 4. And again, the Muslim kind of derping with those Hellions, but he cleans them up all that time, losing probably only 1. Infestation pit going out, so it looks like a Ling Infesticide coming out from Jekko. Let's see here. Double, this is, I want to see if he starts both of these right away, and the Roach Warren going down right away, but plus he did start +2 melee instantaneously as soon as it finished. Banshee coming out. The Muslim not using his anything yet to upgrade with his floating 1300 minerals. He's still got 5 factories, which is cool. Nothing. Do 2 Thors. There we go. Now there's some actual money spending. Going for that third right now. That Ling is going to deny it for a little bit. Blue Flame Hellion drop going on. I almost missed that. Good thing I saw. Barely caught that from the drop sound. Target the low one. Target the low one. Oh, he's going to drop him again. Yeah, there he goes. He targets the low one that time. Uh-oh. No. What are you doing, Jekko? Don't lose anything to this. Okay, good. He cleaned it up. I was worried there. I was like, please don't lose anything. The Muslim needs to go out there and kill that Ling who's blocking his third. That would be helpful. Now 1-1 is actually on the way for the Muslim. That's cool. I like that. Starting both upgrades at the same time. Not something I see particularly a lot in meching from Terran players, but cleaning up that third base to take it now. The Muslim still has a lot of minerals, so I don't know how in the dark the Muslim is. He saw the Roach Warren, so he knows, obviously his opponent knows that he's going mech. And Spore Crawler's going down. I like this because, hey, guess what? There's a Banshee right there. It's a Cloakless Banshee, but there's also a Spore Crawler right over there. This Queen needs to walk over there, not inject, rather fight for their life. Good Hellions coming out here to try and clean up some Lings, but a great Ling control by Jekko. Man's got some surround skills going down. Let's see how many kills this Banshee actually gets. He did get a Queen. Looks like it's got about 5 drones as well. And this is why sometimes you need to pay attention to Spore Crawlers, because you could think this one didn't do anything. Let's check the Queen count. He's got 3 queens. He probably could use another one to be able to. He's got 2 more popping out. So keep that creep spread going, which is so lovely. He needs to keep doing that so he can expand this way. This is actually the poopy positions, because he's got to expand like all the way over here, which is like really hard to defend. And he's just going to take the gold map. That's interesting. And Roaches versus Hellions. Go, go. 0-2 Roaches. And Links around going down again. Going to clear up most of those Hellions. A couple are going to squeeze on by for some roasty toasties on them drones. But I'm pretty sure he just killed 1 drone. Let me check that. Oh, wait. Wrong button. Control R. 22 drones total. I'm pretty sure most of those were from the initial push, though. So 3-3 on the way for EGDemuslim. I didn't see the hive load on. I apologize. It's right there. Obviously, you can see it. 2 more command centers coming down for the Muslim. No, I lied. There's 4 more command centers on the way for the Muslim. That's crazy. I thought he was going to spend those minerals somewhere. Lots of Thors. Lots and lots of Thors coming out. We're actually up to 6 Thors with 1 more in production and a couple tanks. Tanks are kind of important versus Roaches. Now 1-1 finished. No 2-2 coming down just yet. And there's actually another command center going down over here. So that will put him up at a total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 command centers. I don't know if these one or 2 of these will probably become a planetary fortress, because planetary fortresses are pretty good. The expansion of the gold is now up for Jekko. He's taking another base to the top left. I like it. Spire coming down, gonna be kind of handy. Roach speed is done. He still has only melee upgrades, which is. And it's odd for me to go Roaches after that, but I mean, Roaches are obviously really good versus mech, so it's good to have, but they're not going to be doing a whole lot of damage to these Thors. They'll be able to take a lot of damage, but they won't be doing a whole lot of damage. Ultraless Cavern going down. That's actually good against Thors. It's kind of, not really, but 2-2 coming down for the Muslim. Thors actually do a lot of damage versus Ultralisk. If you haven't noticed, they're pretty good against them, and not to mention Ultras can't really do all that much against them because they hit 1 at a time, basically, because they're big, fat, honking ballers that they are. 1 of planetary fortress coming down. 2 planetary fortresses coming down. Oh, and he did lift this one off over here. Probably make that one a planetary fortress as well. Gonna make that one also a planetary fortress. The supply counts are actually heavily in the Muslim's favor. Check the unit CAD. 7 Thors, 5 tanks, a Raven, and 22 Hellions are out on the field too. 13 Zerglings, 14 Roaches, and 4 Infestors. Obviously, our Zerg player Jekko is pulling up for Broodlords. I would hope so, because he's got 9 Corruptors out, and yes. We'll see how this push goes. The Muslim scanning, seeing what he's got in front of him, and says, hey, I can fight that. Let's do this. Roaches run by for the counterattack into planetary fortresses. Greatness. I love it. The Muslim, why are you so awesome? Except for the fact that when you beat me, and you were super mean about it. That was mean. But anyway, this push is going to do a poo ton of damage. 9 Broodlords on the way. If I could find where they are morphing, I would let you know. There they are. These Broodlords are going to be out in time to maybe, or, well, not maybe, but these Broodlords are going to be out in time to save the natural. So, the third already thoroughly romped upon. The Roaches over here going to clean up this single Hellion that has 10 kills. Save the natural, Broodlords! Broodlords, why are you not over the cliff so that they can't see you? This is bad for your faces. The spread is good, though. It's not really going to matter. This is actually going to clean this up fairly awesomely. He did follow this up with quite a few lings. Check the production tab. More Thors in production. 2-1 is done. 2-2 almost done for the Muslim. 5 Vikings at a time. A very good thing to have. Another planetary fortress going down. The Muslim did exactly what mech players normally do. He probably should have pulled back after he killed the natural. He probably would have been able to save the main chunk of his army and just fall back to his lull defensive position over here and just crush him. But again, he did quite a bit of damage. He killed that third. Ultra's Cavern is now exposed. No chitinous plating going down yet. Excuse me. The supplies are fairly even, though. It should still be... Did he lose any Broodlords? He lost 1 of the 9 Broodlords. But there are 6 Vikings on the field. And those are pretty good, just so you know, against Broodlords, since Broodlords can't attack back. Plus 3 armor going down for the mech from the Muslim first. Floating that base away after constructing 2 refineries over there. These Hellions are like, sup, let's do stuff. And they're like, oh god, there's roaches all over the place here. Plus 1 armor coming down for our Zerg players. Flyers, Zergling there. Good map vision. Overall, posting these Broodlords on the high ground was probably a really good idea, just because it denies the Terran player the ability to even attempt to take this gold, because if he did, he was just going to kill it. A couple more Broodlords are going to get morphed here, just 1 so far. Unit counting station shows that we have 11 Corruptors to 13 Vikings. The Viking production was continued. And here it comes, the fight of fights. Good fungal down there. Wow, great fungals, actually. Beautiful fungals coming down from Mr. Jekko. Gonna clean up all these Vikings. He's got enough of the Corruptors left. Hopefully the Broodlords don't get completely destroyed. They're not going to. Good cleanup by Mr. Jekko. That was actually fantastically done. 3-3 Broodlings are pretty good, just so you know. Check production here. 3-3 is almost done. The second Spire going up. Plus 2 armor on the way for Zerg Flyers. I'm going to go poke around with those Broodlords. You should know that there's a base over here, obviously, because this one tried to float over there and landed and got poked in the face. Over here, missile turrets are not going to do anything. There's Broodlords. More infestors on the way. 8 more drones randomly. Let's just make more drones because we need them. Did he lose any? No. Oh, he must have, because he's at 70, so that's actually a good number to be at, considering that he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bases. Hellions cleaning up some Zerglings in the middle. Nice roasty toasty style. That one Raven is still on the map. I wish I would have known where that was, because that thing could have changed the tide of battle with that PDD that he has. Broodlords hacking away over here. Vikings trying to do a little stutter steps going on against these 1-0 Corruptors. Infestors trying to bait them out enough for the fungals. This planetary fortress is going to die. Does it have high sec? It doesn't have building armor, though, which is probably more important at this point. SCVs repairing for their dear tiny little lives. Broodlor's still going at it. Production tab shows that we have +1 air armor on the, or +1 on the way. Maxed out army here. Burrows also on the way. 14 roaches on the ground. 7 Broodlords. 84 drones now. I went up a little crazy mode on those, but probably could use a couple more fighting units. But those roaches are defending his 5th and 6th bases up to our left-hand corner. Muslim with some good control, trying everything he can to save this base. He's going to move out with a tank Thor army. He probably doesn't need this many tanks since there are not that many roaches out, and they are 3-0 roaches, while his mech is 3-2, but should be 3-3 shortly. Oh, no. Yes, it just finished. Okay, I was like, where did it go? It did just finish. So 3-3 is now done for his mech. He doesn't need this many tanks. 6 is kind of a lot versus somebody with Broodlords. Another little push out coming here. Gonna get flanked by the Broodlords. Oh, those SCVs. Oh, run, SCVs, run! Run, don't die. Hi, that's funny. SCVs are just like, hi, infestors, we're not gonna die to you. These Broodlords are gonna clean up the rest of the Thors in the middle, and the Lings coming out to clear up the tanks. The Muslim is looking to be in quite a little bit of trouble. Mining out on most of his bases. Super oversaturated on his 4th. 3rd base is also oversaturated because it's about half mined out. Broodlord's still out on the field. Good fungals, just cleaning up them Vikings. Let's see what the production tab shows us. 8 Ultralisk on the way. That's what I was waiting for from JeCho, to be able to clean this up. He's about 40 supply ahead, 50 now. This is going to end poorly for EGDemuslim when 8 Ultralisk come out and just bust down his front door. Yeah, this is just, I was excited to see some awesome neck play from EGDemuslim. I don't know how much time we have left. I just know it was a longer game, but it's looking pretty grim for him. Gold base, 6 base, or well, let's say mining bases. 1, 2, 3, 4 mining bases versus 1.5 from Mr. EGDemuslim. He is going to try and take a base over here. Roach is going to say, nah, we're going to kill some SCVs while we're over here, if that's okay with you. Maxed out Zerg on the way. 38 Zerglings in production. They are going to all run over to this bottom left-hand side and try and clean up this base. Planetary Fortress is just about to complete. It does complete, but the real question is it going to be saved? Probably not, because Ultras are actually pretty good against Planetary Fortresses, especially when there's Lings to buffer the damage. Cleaning up the Lings as they come in. A good move by EGDemuslim here. I like this. So he lost the Planetary Fortress, but he's going to try or not siege up or anything, but he's going to take out the majority of these Ultras just by moving it over here. A good focus fire by him, too. Just melting. Like I said, Thors are pretty good in general. You know, they do 80 damage a shot, basically, to Ultras. 7th base coming down here for Mr. JeCho. Let's see, where did that other orbital command? There it is. Oh, he just facilitated over here. He's probably going to try and take this base, but no, he's just going to take that one. Let's see, lots and lots of infestors on the field for JeCho. Trying to do a little bit of damage to them with those Hellions, but those are 12 infestors, and 12 infestors kill things quite easily, especially since they aren't really dying very easily. Let's see here. There are 10 Thors out. This is what I was waiting for from EGDemuslim. Thors are beefcake awesome. They're just really, really good against everything except Mass Roach, basically, because they're Thors and they're 3-3. He probably could send some SCVs with them and keep them repaired and whatnot. Floating his main off now. Does have +1 air done, just in case the switch to Broodlords, which is inevitable, comes back. The Burrow, do you see it? I see it. Oh, you can't build there. You should know. Oh, this is going to be painful for EGDemuslim. Kill all the infestors. Yeah, I like that. Good building wall. I was actually devastating for a Zerg player because he's going to lose everything. Yeah. Ultras aren't good versus Thors. They just aren't. 3-3 Thors just obliterate everything. That was really well done, and I like the bunkers because he can salvage them later. Because he obviously likes bunker banks because that's what those are now. They're bunker banks. This is actually looking a lot better for EGDemuslim now. Obviously, 7 more Broodlords on the way. But Thors are actually pretty good against Broodlords too. He is down to only 5. He did lose 5 in that transaction of attack. But he did secure 3 more bases for himself. Well, 2.5 because this one's almost gone. But just securing bases is something he really needed right now. It's really going to help him back up to 8 Thors. This Raven, I don't know where it is. I would like to, like I said. His Ravens are awesome. Oh, there it is. You should get Hunter Seeker and just blow things up because that'd be awesome. Or Seeker Missile. It's not Hunter Seeker. I don't know why I still call it that. Burrowling. Right there. Oh, he moved the Raven over to help clear that out. Good job. You're so awesome to Muslim. But securing these bases is going to prolong this game for quite a bit longer, though. But with 10 more Broodlords in introduction, the Muslim actually... Thors are good, but 17 Broodlords are better. I guess that's the easiest way to say it. Yeah, I'm going to go with that. Thors are good, but 17 Broodlords are better. And this might be the end of it all. Unless they clump. If they clump, the Muslim can probably do a ton of damage to them and just crush them. And if anybody watched that Day 9 daily about Check 6 Shadow, he utilizes Hunter Seeker missiles against the Heir of Zerg, which like to go clump, and Seeker missiles kind of crush that in the base. So we're about to see, though, 30 supply difference. 13 Thors on the field for the Muslim. He's getting an extra tank in there. One tank's always good to have, because if he focus fires with that tank, he can destroy some infestors in the face. This one Viking is not going to kill all these Broodlords, though. I'm sorry. Now it comes down to this. How does the Muslim handle the 17 Broodlords that are actually getting fairly spread out, which is really well done? PDD's down. Don't do a whole lot again, unfortunately, against... Oh, now there's Corruptors coming in. There's like, they don't do anything against Broodlings. That'd be cool if PDD shot Broodlings. That'd be epic. I'd actually be like, this is awesome. Yeah, 17 Broodlords, pretty good. 14 to 9, 14 to 8, 7, 6, 5 to 2 to 4, 13 Broodlords still up. Oh, and the Neuroparasites to just mock him in terrible grief and sadness. That was actually a really good game. I'm surprised. I was worried at the beginning when it was a proxy 2 Rex, basically, that EGDemuslim surprisingly hold off, and, you know, 30 minutes later, takes out the win with a some good pushes. Unfortunately, let the Muslim get 3 more bases up, but then eventually he did take out the... no, didn't take out anything. He made 17 Broodlords and A-moved him. And, I mean, he spread them fine, but he just did what Zerg needs to do in the late game against Terran. Tech switch really fast, because Ultralists don't do well against Thors, but Thors don't do very well against a crap ton of Broodlords. So that's it for this game. I'm SRF again. Thanks for watching. If you watch more videos. Cool, right? Go StarCraft. Have a good one.